Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Robert, and we're doing a live watch along for the US game against Turkey. And let's see if we refresh here what we get. Okay. That is here. Alright. This is my first video, my first YouTube live, and I'm not sure how good or bad the sound quality is. I know my voice isn't the greatest, but not much I can do about it. The comments should be enabled. I do not know if I can actually see them and how I see them, so forgive me if I don't reply. We are 10 minutes away from kickoff. If they actually kick off at 12:30, I'm in Las Vegas, and we are in the Pacific time zone. Let's go through the lineup. So we have Matt Fries as the goalkeeper, Chris Richards, captain, Jack McLean, Diego Luna, Miles Robinson, Luca De La Torre, Johnny Cardozo, Alex Freeman, Malik Tillman, Patrick Aguillemang und Max Arfsten. When you go to our website, soccerfan2026.com, you will get the lineup, and you will also get all the ones that are on the bench. And let's go through the website, soccerfan2026.com. Who is talking? I do not know. Somebody just say, here you go, and I have no idea who that was. You see on the top here is the 2025 calendar, and today is our friendly against Turkey. It's being played in Hartford, Connecticut. Then on the 10th, which is Tuesday, we play Switzerland, also a friendly, at 8 p.m. Eastern in Nashville, Tennessee. And then we go into the Gold Cup. And the first game is Trinidad on June 15. The next game is Saudi on June 19. And the next game is Haiti on June 22. We don't have our top level players essentially in this game. We don't even have the few almost top players in this starting lineup. Our coach is Mauricio Pochettino, short Poch. So I know the coaches have to learn the different chemistries among the players, and they use the friendlies to get that going. But Poch has a really bad track record. He has lost us the Nations League. We have lost to Panama. We have lost to Canada. And it's just pathetic. And you would think, and this is our last competitive game. The next game is the World Cup. So you would think in preparation for the World Cup, he would choose the best and the bestest players and go for the win. I don't care if we win 10-0 against Turkey, but this will be a tough game. You just watch. There is no guarantee we are going to win today, especially with the people that he put in. So let's sit back, watch. Now, I'm not like tactical manager. I'm not like going into the real tactics. I really go in as a fan. What I That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. So bear with me. No, it may have come back. My live stream seems to be back. Alexa, what is the notification?
Good afternoon, Robert. One new notification from Amazon. U.S. National Weather Service has issued an extreme heat watch for Las Vegas. It'll be in effect from June 10th, 10 a.m. PDT until June 10th, 10 p.m.
Okay. It's hot in the desert. Surprise, surprise. I actually like the dry heat. Call me crazy, but I do like it. So I need to get my other streams going. So I'm going to touch upon a whole bunch of different topics in the low time, like now, for example. And I am using, let's go on to a stream. So if you go to our website, which I really want you to do, I do want you to follow me on X on here, and I also want you to go to YouTube and subscribe. I need to grow. I only have 2 subscribers. It shows you this is the beginning. And I want to wind up with a lot more. Now, when it comes to streaming, you will see here I have AMC underline, and I'm going to explain it. So right now we see it on Fubo TV, which is, in my opinion, expensive. Telemundo you get from the antenna through a regular television. That's where I'm watching it on the TV. Then Universal Now, and Peacock. Okay, now I'm going to click on this AMC, and it is amcstream.info, and you get that for roughly $7.9 a month. I actually got mine for $5.9 a month because I signed up for 2 years, and to me it's it's worth it. Now they are based in Vietnam. Take it with whatever you want to take it. But I don't have any Apple TV or MLS Pass, and they show a whole bunch of them. I don't have Peacock, ESPN Plus, Paramount Plus. Do I forget any? And a whole bunch of I don't have any cable, and pretty much under AMC stream.info you get this. Now I'm not making any money on it. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm only telling you what I do. So let's click on the home icon, and it is 12:30, which is the game begin. I do not know if if they do the same thing like on MLS, that they just don't ever show anything in time. Like in MLS, it's always like 15 minutes later. Annoying. I watch a lot of Europeans, and when they say 12:30, it starts at 12:30. Now I'm also have turned in the Canada-Ukraine game. And it looks like they are at the national anthem time in the Canada-Ukraine. And let me change this to top level. And that you get on Fubo TV, and you also get it on AMC. That's where I'm watching it at. You see the list here. The Mexico-Switzerland game is not being streamed on anything that I have. So, but it comes on television on Univision, and I will, during our halftime and then during the end of our game, I will watch it on Univision. So I wanted to show you that. To switch to this, what you do is top level means only when I have a photo will that game show up. And since I selected the United States, only American players show up. We are in the international break. That means only the national game, and obviously only the US games show up. If I want to see more games, I go click once on the button here, then it goes to top level, and it shows me the top level games. I was watching a little bit the Austria game. Oh, they are 1-0 ahead. I'm born in Austria, so I have little, sympathy for Austria. But right now I am streaming this on my small screen. I am watching it on Telemundo TV. Now let me explain TV to you, because especially you younger kids, you don't even know what a real TV is. A TV connects to an antenna. The antennas, usually they are today flat. You hook it up, then you have to scan for the channels, and then you can watch it. It comes out of the air. Sometimes on the higher hills or on the mountains you see big antennas. Often these are TV antennas. So when you get it through the antenna, it costs you nothing other than annoying commercials, but you have them no matter what. Now, if you have cable, it's similar, but cable you actually have to get it into your house, almost like your internet hookup. I see our players now coming out to the field. The Canadians having a water break. Uh, both are supposed to start at 12:30, and we're already on 12:35. Again, I'm in Las Vegas, and that is Pacific time. We are 3 hours younger than you on the East Coast. So you have it 3:35 p.m. We have it 12:35 p.m. Okay, they're playing the Turkish anthem, and once the timer is on, I can tell you what exact time I am on. You will have a clock up here. Then my live video will have one time, and then my stream video will have a different time. They're all within a few minutes, but it's a pain in the neck. Alright. We're playing our hymn, our national anthem. I can't make the TV any louder because you're not supposed to rebroadcast anybody's stuff. The Canadians have just started. They're 8 seconds into it. And the home of the brave. Alright. Got that done. We're still a few minutes away, I suppose. Let's see what's going on here. Alright. And you will sometimes have a few quiet moments with me. I'm not a typical sports reporter, or I'm not a reporter at all. I'm an engineer, and I'm not used to constantly talking. I'm I'm more used to using my brain. Today I'm giving my brain a break, and I have to talk. We'll see if the comments are open. I've seen them open. Please send me a comment. A like would be certainly a nice, but definitely a subscription. I want to grow my channel. Now, what's the whole motivation? What I'm doing is, the motivation is we have the World Cup next year. We are 369 days away from it. And I want to get a lot more people involved in soccer, and I want to explain to some of the people that are a little bit not too sure, what it is all about. I'm gonna explain. Sometimes maybe I explain too much. Then you can always tell me if that's the case. But yeah, so, and I will do whenever possible watch-alongs on all U.S. men's national team. That's the USMNT. Okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. It's my sister. She's over in Austria, so I had to tell her that I'm doing a live stream. Wow, do I see a goal in Canada? Do I see a goal in Canada? Okay, and a US goal. We have a US goal and a Canada goal. McGlynn, is that the one? Alright, well, that makes me happy. That makes me happy. If we get a goal in 1 minute and 20 seconds or so, sensational. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it was a nice shot. It was a nice shot. McGlynn, shirt number 6. Alright, so, and the Canadians are playing Ukraine, and both these games are friendlies. Friendlies means, that the result really doesn't matter. Very often coaches use that to test out different formations, different groupings, and see what works and what doesn't work. Because when you have a game that counts, like the World Cup is the super top game there is, you don't want to screw it up. So you definitely have to do it. So that's this game and the next one. You see 2 minutes behind. But you can see every goal and you can hear it if you have the volume set properly. All right, so it puts me in a good mood. I tell you that, because it ain't over until it's over, but it's a good start. It is a good start. Now the Canadians, personally, I don't care how theirs ends, but ours I care. And so you will see the let's check on our on the website again. You will see all of the events that get recorded. Now I don't have anybody listed for an assist, so it may come later. Sometimes they don't come right away, but you see Jack McGlynn has a goal here, and where is McGlynn? Jack McGlynn. Let's explain this. When the player has a green check mark, okay, Diego Luna is the assist. Diego Luna. Now it'll come over here too. You will see it populate over here. The check mark, the green check mark, means it's a starter, so they are in the original lineup. The chair, the brown chair, means you're a bench warmer. And then once there's substitutions, that shows on the bottom right. Then it shows the nationality of the player, the age, first and last name. And it is very weird that I'm getting data from a data feed, API data feed, and the names will always be a problem. So pretty much, if you have like 5 parts in the names, most of the time you only have a first name and a last name. Okay, this hasn't updated yet. It will update. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, Miles Robinson is a defender, and he just did a slight defense, and not bad, I'm always happy when we have a defense. Now, you see here it shows minute 5. My TV is on. Okay, this just switched to 6, and my TV is on minute 7. So my TV is about a minute ahead of here, and my stream is on 6. So they are exactly a minute apart too. Not that it matters, but no matter where you, if you are watching it or so, you may be either ahead or behind. This is the pain in the ass in digital communication, with all the buffering and storing and forwarding. So there's always a delay. You never know how much delay you actually have until you check it. Now, in the good old days, we are talking 40 years ago, where the television was analog. And when you had analog, all of the televisions got the same signal, and all of the screens had exactly the same screen. The only difference was speed of light. So if you were a few miles closer than the other, there would have been milliseconds or microseconds of a difference. Only the speed of light was the delayer. But now, a whole screen has to be captured, digitized, then it gets transmitted, and then on the other end, it gets disassembled and thrown. And everyone has their different intermediate hops, and therefore we have the beautiful thing that everything is delayed. There is no life anymore. It just isn't. There is a close to life, but there is no real true life. If you go to the down to the second level, a millisecond level. All right, so looking at the games later on, yeah, in about 10 minutes, the Mexican game will start. But since it's not streaming, I won't. It's only on television. I won't be able to get to it until we go into halftime. All right, so did I say Diego Luna? Now it's Malik Tillman has the assist, and now down here we see it also. Now, all of this, you just stay on that page and you see all the events. They are automatically updated. We are about roughly 1 to 2 minutes behind, sometimes more. And part of it is, a reason is depends on who is watching and how much delay they have, but also some place has to officially enter it. That is manually done. I don't know the real procedure behind, but if anybody does know, be interested to know um, exactly how it is. But again, I don't do that manually. I get that from my API feed. Now, API stands for Application Programmer Interface. It's a techie term. But, we, the programmers and we, the techies, we love that term. Muy larga. My Spanish is almost totally zero, but the soccer commentaries, I generally know exactly what they're saying. Uh, Even some of the streams that I watch, they don't actually switch to English. Some of them are done in Vietnamese, and I don't care. As long as I get a game, the one I'm interested, then I be happy. All right, so we have been building a little bit up. Right now, the ball is back at the goalkeeper, sending it to Chris Richards, and we're in the midfield now. Since there's so many new players, I don't know all of them. Even though we have it all here. Who's number 14? Okay, that's Della Torre. 14 is Lucas Della Torre. It's actually not Lucas. I think it's Luca della Torre. And McGlynn is 6. Who is 15? 15 is Cardoso. Yeah, he is busy. And Chris Richards is 3. Yeah, the blue number here, the blue number in a sky blue background, that is the shirt number. And okay, 27 is Arfston, who is now 14. And we said that's Luca. 27 is Tillman. 27 is Tillman. No, 17 is Tillman. What am I at? 27 is Arfston. Are they celebrating again? Did I just miss a goal? Or are they repeating the first goal? They're just repeating the first goal. We are still at 1-0. You see the result up here. 1-0. Alright, 10 is Diego Luna. He is working a lot. 17 is Tillman. I do not know why I watch Tillman a lot. I do not know why I don't recognize him so easily. I'll get there. This is a complete new grouping that we have. 24 is Aguillemang. Patrick Aguillemang. He is from Hartford, Connecticut, and this game is at Hartford, Connecticut. Let me take a look at the number of people. Does it look like it is sold out? First of all, it's a small stadium, and at least from the places they show, it looks pretty full. What did 15 just do? Jesus Christ. Johnny Cardoso, what did he do? What is he thinking? He was passing it like a little bit outside the penalty box, and it was almost intercepted. Miles Robinson. Again, I know if you guys are watching and listening to me, it can be a little bit annoying because I'm on a different time. Right now it's 17 minutes 20 seconds, 22, 23, 24. You may be ahead or behind. I may make a comment and you have no idea. But that's unfortunately what YouTube live watch-alongs are. Okay. Ooh, the Turks had a shot which was blocked. Nice. And on the Turkish team, I know nobody, so I don't even attempt to say the name. But number 10, and it got blocked by Chris Richards, number 3. Alright, let's it's 1 o'clock. Let's click here, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch of games going on. Ost is still just 1-0. They're minute 55. Yeah, Mexico, Switzerland has not started. I'm gonna leave it down here so we can see Canada and Mexico, the results. Alright, the stadium is pretty full. I read somewhere that the cheapest tickets were $80, which is not bad. I recommend everyone, if you get a chance, if you're nearby, to watch a USMNT game, do it. Just do it. It's a very good experience. I go to every game they play here in Las Vegas. Okay, Canada has scored again. And then the scoreline goes into pink, and it stays there 1 minute, so that you know which team has just scored. If a goal is being taken away, then you hear a boo sound. Okay, the Mexico game is in minute 1. I'm not watching it, but we see down here the results. Now, if I want to see the Canadian players, all I gotta do is select Canada, and I have my Canadian players, and Jonathan David scored both goals. Buchanan has 1 assist, and do we have another assist? No. So this is if you're interested in the other players. For example, we can also look at Mexico. And I don't have any bench players for Mexico. It's yeah, the automatic data, in the API, it's not by no means a perfect world. It's by no means a perfect world. So let me go back to us, and I go to top level. We have minute 22. And I leave it so we can see the scores for Canada, Ukraine, and Mexico, Switzerland. Alright, that was a shot that went wide from the Turks. No, I think the goalie actually saved it over the bar, so it's a corner kick. Good. Good for the goalie. Good for the goalie. And his name is... Alright. Matt Freeze. And he's number 25. Matt Freeze. Cardoso is supposed to be a really good player, and he is a good player. But on the national team, Jesus Christ! Own goal, Johnny Cardoso. Jesus Christ, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Oh my goodness. Well, what he did is, before, he already had a really bad clearance. Now he cleared the ball right at the feet of a Turkish player, and it bounced off the feet of the Turkish player into the goal. You can't do that. Now he's walking around like a little bit like a cocky son of a bitch. Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. He certainly is not good today. I mean, that's absolutely his clearance from the penalty box is pathetic. And now lift your head up, look around, and when in doubt, then just blast it out. It's much better if you blast it out into no man's land than play in the box. And you always wonder, well, why does Johnny have to do so much work? Because Miles Robinson is not supposed to be there. I like the guy, but I don't like the way he defends. He's useless. So, but stay in the midfield, Johnny. Stay in the midfield. Do us a favor. It's raining heavily there, and the camera is full of raindrops. Oh, God, that's another Johnny Cardoso and Miles Robinson screw up. The first mistake was so Turk has goal number 2. They have now goal number 2. Our defense is absolutely pathetic. Again, I totally don't like or don't rate Miles Robinson as a defender very high. He's slow, and Johnny is somehow in La La Land. He is in La La Land. My goodness. The last 2 goals by the Turks is definitely Miles Robinson's being slow and Johnny just making bad choices. Well, I don't know if I said in the beginning, I don't like our lineup. I think we are not going for the win. I think, in our stupid arrogance, we just say, oh, we get a participation trophy. We participated in this friendly. Who cares about the results? Next year's the World Cup. Next year's the World Cup. And the World Cup counts. you don't get a participation trophy. Actually, I'm being very facetious because you don't get it. It's only the goals that count in this sport. And the goals is the ball has to go inside that little box that has the net behind it, and it has to cross over the line. The lines are about 3-4 inches wide. The entire ball has to go over the entire line in order for it to be out. Because the lines in soccer are part of the field that they encompass. And in order to be outside of it, the entirety of the ball has to be out of the outer edge of the line. The line is thick, purposely so you can actually see it. Alright, so, out of the 5 games, okay, I think if we win 3, that's a lot. I actually believe we might lose all 5 games. So, boys and girls, quite possibly. Now, Canada has 3-0. I'm just halfway watching them. Minute 35. Yeah, it's Pochettino is not earning his keep. He gets paid $6 million, and somehow I do not know if this is normal in all leagues, in all countries. But my understanding is they can't fire him because they still have to pay him the $6 million, which is ridiculous. I do believe that a firing clause has to be in everything. We fire you for non-performance. If you don't meet, if you don't win, you're out. How much easier can that be done? But no. We don't do it like that. We don't do it like that. Okay. We're trying to build up, but I believe that the Turks meanwhile know our little combo plays that we have. And these are guys, they're together, most of them for the first time. And they only had a couple of days to prepare. So Austria has 2-0, so that's good. Minute 69, nice, as tactical manager would say. Okay, we are in minute 31, and Canada is 36, and Mexico is 11. Mexico-Switzerland is still 0-0. Canada-Ukraine, the Canadians have 3 goals. They have an American coach, Jesse Marsh. And Marsh is the favorite coach for a lot of people, but he really gets into the team, and he really gets into the Canadian team. I think he's doing a good job. Now, Mauricio Pochettino, he is Argentinian, and I don't see him really caring. I don't see it. I'm totally against having so many MLS players in here, because when it comes to the World Cup, I hope so that he's Not gonna have all of these MLS players in. Jesus. So, it's the US game is getting a little boring. And Jesus, Miles Robinson just makes one mistake after the other. I Now, if I was the other team, and you sort of should know that that's it, you would always hang it down really very close by because he's going to lose the ball. All right, there was another shot by the Turks, and the goalkeeper saved it. Thank goodness. And Matt Freeze. Matt Freeze is here. So he has number 25. Alright, McLean tried a shot and it got blocked. McGlynn is working hard. He has a goal. He is a deserving player on this team. But Agyamang is what is it? Agyamang Patrick. He's our forward. He's supposed to one scoring goals. He barely has the ball. Barely has the ball. Not impressed by him at all. Now, Chris Richards is a defender, and he is very good. He plays for Crystal Palace in England. All right, so Mexico still scoreless, 0-0. And Canada has their 3 goals. They are 5 minutes away from halftime. We are about 8 minutes away. Cardozo does not have a good day. Now, the story about Johnny Cardozo was that I think 2 or 3 times in a row he missed the men's camp because just then he always had his injuries. All right. Robinson finally saved a ball, did a defensive move. And Johnny Cardozo, so he missed it, so he never got really evaluated. And today, maybe he's nervous, and he thinks he has to totally prove himself, and he does, but he has to play good. He cannot play like shit. That's the whole story. Agimang, the Turks are pretty much crowding the penalty box in their area, so it's very hard for anyone to get through. Well, very frustrating, I have to say, very frustrating. I'd like us to be like Canada, 3-0 up instead of 1-2 down. Ridiculous. All right, a whole bunch of hoopla in front of our goal. They haven't had a shot. Oh, Agiamang, he's starting a fight. Ooh, yeah. If you can't score, then let's fight. Jesus. No, it was nothing really, but he certainly has tried to fight. Looks like the Turk pushed him first. Whatever. He cannot push back, everyone knows that. Yeah, it's entering the phase of boring, and the frustration was as soon as the Turks had their first goal with a stupid giveaway from Cardoso. Switzerland one goal against Mexico. Uh, some of us fans, we have our preferences, and we are not totally thrilled with Mexico winning. We like them to lose. Don't ask me why. It just is. Okay. But we are on minute 42. The Canucks, they have 2 extra minutes. They are on 46. So they'll be done in half a minute. And I think he calls him Agiemang. So I'm going to say to Agiemang. does not impress me, I have to say. He plays. I hear a lot of whistles. Uh, do some of the fans finally wake up and say, "Come on, boys"? Okay. Uh, God, Agimang loses the ball each and every time he gets it. Not each time, but every time I watch him, he has lost it like 4 times in a row. Frustrating. He doesn't belong. He just doesn't belong. All right. My stream seems to cock in and out. But I'm watching on a separate device my stream, so I know. I know if it is all still looking okay. Okay. Alright, we're nearing 45. What do you think? How much do we get? 2 minutes, I suppose. I think he said 2 minutes. Oh yeah. So we get 2 minutes. We have 2 more minutes to play. Then when this half is over, it is a little bit of a break, so everybody can do their bathroom break and food and drink and whatever you need. I'm gonna get myself something to eat, and I will leave the stream on, and you'll see my beautiful chair. Because I do not know, like, again, this is my first one. I do not know what happens if I stopped it and restarted it. I know I don't have any live participants, but I have to practice. This is a practice run. All right, so we are at about half a minute away. So, question is, will the coach make halftime changes? Usually a halftime change is only when you see that you screwed up your lineup. Typically, the changes are between the 60th minute, 70th minute, and 80th minute. Those are the three general times that coaches make substitutions. Halftime, only to make game adjustments. When you say, "Oh, I really made a boo-boo, a big boo-boo." All right, halftime, boys and girls. I'll be back before the second half begins. And okay, so did you all miss me? Now, where do we stand? The results are still the same. Everyone. New Mexico is not in halftime yet. That's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna switch to the Mexican game. Okay, come on. Alright, I have the Mexican game on. It's still 0-1 for Switzerland. And I'm gonna eat a little bit because I'm starved. It's 1:35 p.m. here, and I haven't eaten anything yet today. Yeah, it is frustrating. And I'm sure the Mexicans are happy about our result. I'm happy about their result. I'm having a Mexican burrito. I like Mexican food. Yeah, I'm watching them a little bit, and they are arguing with the ref and all this. They're always like playing. We're the victim. And I know there are some YouTubers that do watch along, and they don't eat. They do drink, but I think it's halftime. This is time you get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do, and I use this time to eat because it's the right time to eat. And I gotta feed this body. It needs food. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit into MLS and our players abroad. That's really what my channel and what my website is all about, to bring you all that information in a simple form, in a concise form, in my opinion, easy form. But I'm only halfway done with my burrito. Now, I find it strange. That's the one thing with the AMC stream that often Mexican games are not streamed. But if it's an important Mexican game, they're always in one of their TV. Switzerland almost had another goal. It went by the goal post maybe 2 inches. So they look better. Switzerland definitely looks better. Just a few minutes that I'm watching. Now, the World Cup is held between us three countries: the United States, Mexico, and Canada. And because of that, we are automatically qualified. So we don't have to do a World Cup qualification round. And I find that as a disadvantage. Because then you have no real competitive games before the World Cup. And all other teams have to qualify. As say, Gold Cup is, we have one more friendly, and then Gold Cup comes. We have 3 games, and then if we get out of the group, which is expected, I wouldn't bet my house on it, I tell you that. I'm not intentionally getting out of the screen, but I crop my thing so that my view comes out, and I try to put my head over the plate. It looks like the Canadians are coming back. Boy, the Canada game is very empty. Canada versus Ukraine. I do not know where it takes place, so okay, so control find. So BMO field. What is the BMO field? Let's click on that. It's in Toronto, so yeah, they're playing in Toronto. Very empty, Jesus. Okay, go back. So Canada is playing again. Are we playing? Now we are still in halftime. Why are they back so fast? Alright, I'm done eating. That's good. So Mexico only has a 1 minute extra. And then I'm gonna switch back. Alright, I'm gonna switch back. And we haven't started just yet, but alright, that was good. That's just what a halftime break is for. Okay, the Turks will kick off. And they're just all assuming their position. Aye, we better win this game. But I am so pessimistic. Oh, since I don't. Adams. Adams is in for Cardoso. Okay. Mackenzie for Robinson. That's a good switch. Alright, so the switch is Cardoso. It's a shame because it's such a good player. I do not know what the hell is wrong with him. So are those the two? Oh, I don't have the changes yet. The feed is always behind in such things. I. All right. So yeah, the decision to take Johnny Cardozo out. I, I I was hoping he had a little better debut, but doesn't. What a shame. And who did I say? Was it Robinson out and Mackenzie? Yeah. And Miles Robinson doesn't belong there. He just doesn't belong there. A coach should know this. If the coach had watched any US games, he should know that. Okay, Del Torre tried a shot, but he went way over the crossbar. At least it's a shot. Now Mexico is in halftime. And again, only when our game is over will I switch back to them. But I will end the stream when our game is over. So we are at minute 47, 48 right now. And on here, this should go to 47 in a second now. There we are. So my TV is 1 minute ahead of that. All right, now we see. See, Luca Della Torre is exiting now. They have that wrong. They gave me that wrong. It's Johnny Cardozo got out. And Miles Robinson got out. Mark McKenzie got in and Tyler Adams got in. You see the green entry and the red exit. But they have that wrong. They typed, okay, now it says Johnny Cardozo. But Luca Della Torre is in, I can see him, so. And that's the problem with data. I don't do any of this manually. So I get it, and whatever I get, I display. It is fairly accurate, but it has its limitations. And you cannot have 3 exits and 2 entries, that's not how it goes. It may get fixed, may not. Alrighty. Are we having fun? I only have fun when we are up. We need to score 2 more goals to be up. Now Malik Tillman is a very good player. He is he's a PSV in the Netherlands Eredivisie, and they won the trophy. Ooh. Oh gee, that was an almost goal by Arfsten. He was about 6 inches to the left of the goalpost on the outside. But I think Diego Luna passed a nice ball in. He headed it, but it was more than 6 inches, 12 inches, something like that. At least that's a little pressure. I like it. Algiman, he gets fouled, no foul called, he loses the ball. What else is new? I mean, if the coach can't see that, I'm not a trained coach. Again, finally a shot and directly into the hands of the goalkeeper. Not even trying to go, and he was right in the dead center. Not even trying to go a little left or a little right. Right at the hands. Argument. Diego Luna seems he may have gotten a little knock. Now Diego Luna is doing pretty good. Yeah, Argument. Get over it and score 2 goals. Come on. Alright. So, if he doesn't take Argument out, then, the coach really doesn't seem to give a shit. Because see, now that Cardozo and Miles Robinson are out, the defense is much better. Mark McKenzie is pretty good. So, if you're new to this, uh, you can call us Eurosnobs, the ones that rate European players higher. And some are MLS shills. Now, MLS is the US Major League Soccer, and it is in no comparison as good as the top European clubs. Absolutely not there. There's no argument. And therefore, the real good players are all in Europe. And my website and my channel focuses on the players abroad. I don't focus on MLS. So now you know it. Just playing all a little bit silly. Okay, McKenzie. Yeah, Agimang just did shoulder to shoulder. Is physical, but he actually was able to keep the ball and pass it. So far his big weakness here is he gives the ball away all the time. Ay, 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 ay. It was a nice pass from Tillman, and Arfston just shot wide. Just a shot wide, but at least it was a shot into the direction we wanted to go. Hey, McGlenn way over the crossbar. Alright. These kind of selfish plays I have very little tolerance for. You know. Everyone just blasting the ball. You know, that's what they do when they're 12 years old. You don't do that when you're 20 years old. Okay, we are hitting minute 60 in 2 minutes. Be very curious who's gonna change now. Now the two subs he made were good subs, and immediately reflecting in the game. Adams was clearing the ball out, and McKenzie is a good defender. He's not lousy like Miles Robinson. All right. Looks like uh, Tillman got a little knock. The dynamic has improved. I mean, you can tell we have most of the possession now. Uh, if it is right now actually in our half. If it is in our half, uh, we get it out and away from them. It still is an hour and a half. Alright, Luca Relatori. Okay, Diego Luna. We're finally in the other half. Finally, you know. Alright. McGlenn. Shot blocked. Okay. Ooh. Adams had a nice cross and Tillman a nice header, but the goalie caught it. There was a nice setting. I have to say this. Yes, it started with McGlynn, bounced off, then Adams caught it, crossed it in, and Tillman too close to the goalkeeper. And if he was like 1 foot behind, he would have still been able to head it, and it would have been a goal. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. But at least, you know, it looks like soccer for the time being. Very disappointed in Johnny Cardoso. Very disappointed. Wonder who is prepping a play. I haven't seen the number yet. Oh, Nathan Harriel, defense. 20 is Nathan Harriel, and he's a defender. He's not going to take Agimang out. Now Sullivan, number 7, is a midfielder. He better not take Malik Tillman out. I really want Malik Tillman to stay in. But he might do that. The coach acts like he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, looks like he takes Max Arfsten out. Or maybe not. I told you, my Spanish is not very good. Okay, McKenzie, nice clearance. Alright, Tillman. Playing a little roughy. But it all don't matter as long as we don't score. We are still losing. Alright, how are we doing in the other area? Alright, Mexico, Switzerland still 0-1 and Canada still 3-0. Alright. Luna, Herial, and McGlenn. Entering is Herial, exiting is Luna. And Arfsten gets out for Haji Wright. Okay. Haji Wright is a good forward and hopefully he scores. So this is 64, 65 minutes. That's just the normal time. But Agiman is still on. Jesus. Give me a break. I do not know how a coach can be just so dumb. I mean, if I can see it, he must see it 10 times before me. I don't get that. Alright, Haji Wright is a pretty good forward. And now from minute 65 is 25 minutes. Is that enough to score 2 goals? And we're scrambling at our side again. Yeah, it's still frustrating watching. I wish we had the Canada score 3-0. They're playing very leisurely, so I guess watching that game is a little bit boring, but hey, they won. They met their objective. It's still all happening in our corner. I mean, we have possession, but we're just not getting the damn ball out. So, he took Jack McGlynn out in the 65th minute. Um, Adams. Ay, ay. Oh God, Sullivan, what a wimpy shot! Oh my goodness. Checking a little bit what is going on X. Mm, the Schnitzel Boys podcast. Yeah, I'm just reading what all those ex people writing. And everyone is frustrated. Okay. You know, 100 new messages, but we're just repeating the substitutions. Uh, substitutions. The first set substitutions was good. This one, other than Hashi, right? But he has not. You know, a forward needs more than 20 minutes time. But we'll see. Okay. Shall we be optimistic or shall we be pessimistic? They're playing like life doesn't depend on the win. They're playing for the participation trophy. Okay. So we were there. Yeah, we lost, but so what? Alright. Well, it looks like a Turkish player is either cramping up or has a little injury. Oh, Potch having talk with Tillman and Adams. White. Who is White? Oh, yeah. Non-MLS player. He better not take Tillman off. We got to keep some of the good players playing, and we want to have any chance of scoring another 2 goals to win this damn game. Oh, he's finally taking Agimon off. Minute 73. Fucker. I'm sorry. Absolute stupid. No, he's putting another MLS and, White. White is supposed to be good in MLS, but then MLS sucks. So, not gonna do anything. Not gonna do anything. Okay, what are there? Some changes coming from the Turks. He's making 3 changes to Turks. I don't know any of their names or position or whatever. The captain is coming out and giving it to number 22. Captain was number 4. That's the Turkish team. They have 5 subs. I think, did we do all 5? Or did we do 4? Yedlitz is Turkish. I think he plays for AC Milan. Or um, for the Torino team. But yeah, you hear the name Yedlitz. Okay, we have it in our half again. The defender's just passing it back and forth and back to the goalie. Okay, look, Della Torre is involved, He is uh, not the greatest player, but he is a good player. Definitely a little bit above the MLS level. Not much. Canada has another goal. 4-0. Is that Buchanan? Yeah, Buchanan. See, in Canada, they have their star players in. They are taking this preparation seriously. We don't. We don't care. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the team. They don't care about the chemistry. Nothing matters. Here a little frustration from me. I'm sorry. Okay, the Turks just fouled number 17 and got a yellow card, and 17 is Tillman. I do not recognize him today. Usually I recognize Tillman. In PSV, I always know when it's him. Maybe he's out of position. Maybe it's his haircut. Maybe it's our new jersey. The jerseys that we have are pretty good. Can't complain. Much better than the last ones that we had. Put us out of our misery. We are nearing minute 80. I'm at 78:44. So you see, Canada is fortunate. Mexico scored, so they 1-1. Right now we are the big losers of the three countries here. We happen to be always the losers. I would have been happy sharing the loserness with Mexico, but just wait. Mexico will score another goal and they will win. They do that. They take it seriously. We don't take anything seriously. I have to say, I'm really very disappointed at Patch. We have better players that he could have called up. He didn't. We have more than half of our roster is MLS. And as I said, in my opinion, MLS sucks. And it shows. They can't keep up. The whole thing is they can't keep up with European players and other international players. They can only keep up with their own sucky league. There they can have a goal every now and then. There they can. Ugh. Now, if you ask me what is the main reason I don't like MLS, I think there's three. The top chief is called Don Garber, and he has been known to say that soccer is not really his sport. He likes American football, or American football better. So his heart is not completely in it. And he has been commissioner for like the last 200 years. The other one is we have a salary cap. We cannot play our players above a certain limit, and I think it's not very high. If I'm not mistaken, it's in the like $300,000-400,000 range. And that is probably the major reason. And then the third is we don't do promotion and relegation. Okay, here comes Turkey. Here comes Turkey. Okay, he shot it right. And so we don't do promotion and relegation, which every other fucking league does, except, of course, not us. We don't do that. And that makes, and in the MLS, like you can be totally sucky and then still go to the playoffs. They have like 80% of the teams make the playoffs. It's all ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. But it's, as I say, it's my opinion. the proof is in the pudding. The more MLS players you throw in it, the lousier the game goes. And it is quite possible that out of the 5 games we play, we lose all 5. That is a possibility. Alright, now we're finally on the other side, but other than direct shots that are immediately blocked or that go wide, we haven't shown anything. Hashi Wright, I think, has had the ball only once. Hashi Wright is continuing in the same fashion as Agemang did. I'm glad Agemang is out, but he stayed in way too long. MLS players, slow, not the same experience, not the same level, so you resort to, okay, here's what's going on here. Oh, Switzerland has goal number 2. All right, well, Mexico is behind again. But I at least want us to tie. I don't want to lose. Not to Turkey. Give us a break. In the first minute we played good, and then we stopped playing good. Ah, la 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 la. Alright, we just gave the ball away. Okay, we're in 85. I suppose we will only add 2 more minutes. So 86, 4 plus 2 is 6. Maybe 6 minutes left. Ukraine has 1 goal, so it's 4-1. 4-1. Oh, they got a penalty kick. I think there was a handball in Canada and Ukraine game. We're still all in danger area around our goal. We're doing better defense, but we're not getting the ball out. We're not keeping it in the other area. Now I can't complain about Agemang now because it's out. So what's Haji Wright doing? Adams. Okay. Number 16 screwed up. Sullivan. Alrighty. Freeman. Alright, so yeah, you can. Against Aruba goal. Now, their games are important because Haiti and Aruba is a World Cup qualification, which we don't have. We automatically. Ukraine has 2 goals now, so it's 2-4. But Canada, Ukraine is not going to get 2 more goals. They're already in the 92nd minute. Yeah, Sullivan tried to cross, but directly to the hands of the goalkeeper. You know, MLS rookie can't keep up with the speed and the talent. And it shows. Okay, 4 more minutes is it? So we are 90. But I don't see it on the scoreboard yet. Like to see it. Yeah, 4 minutes. Ooh, Switzerland 3-1 against Mexico. Not that it makes me really happy. It makes me happy if we could freaking score. I don't want to lose. Okay. Absolutely don't want to lose. Okay, Canada is over. 4-2. Nice game, Canada. They made some substitutions. This is the right thing of a coach to do. They were up 3-0. Then he can try some lesser developed players and see how do they work out. And now you might give up a goal or two. And they gave up 2 goals and still winning. Smart coaching. Not putting in the weakest elements in the beginning. And then when shit hits the fan, okay, well, no, we'll put in some better players. Alright, well, I predict there will be no more goal in our team. They're just not playing for it. They're just dilly-dallying back and forth, and who cares? I'm just here to enjoy the fresh air in Hartford, Connecticut. Alright, put us out of our misery. Could you? Could you, would you? So, game 1 of 5 is a US loss. Let's look. Look. Let's look at the next game. The next game is against Switzerland, which is what Mexico is losing to. Right? Mexico 1-3 Switzerland. So we're playing Switzerland on June 10th at 8 p.m. I don't have the TV information yet. You got to go to the website to find out. It's in June 10th, 8 p.m. in Nashville, Tennessee. So if they cream Mexico, oh, they're gonna cream us too. And terrible, just terrible, terrible. They playing what I call high school soccer. Just set the ball in the crowd and they score. We are 1-2 loss, another loss for Pochettino. Disappointing, frustrated, and thank you so much. If anybody has come on, thank you so much for coming on, and I will end this stream. Okay, see you on the 20th.